Hello everybody, I'm Martin Fletcher and I'm going to try and answer three questions. Who am I? What kind of literature inspires me? And why do I have a website? So, who am I? I'm a university teacher who spent the last few years studying and lecturing in Brazil, but now I've settled back in the UK. I recently defended my PhD thesis on modernist poetry, covering Ezra Pound and Imagism, T.S. Eliot and the Wasteland, but also the English Great War poets. My research exposes the links between Romanticism and modernism, and that, aesthetically speaking, we're still living in the post-Romantic age. So, what kind of literature do I love? Well, to mention just two of my favorites, J.M. Coetzee also loves poetry like me, and as a young man was inspired by T.S. Eliot and Ezra Pound. He's also fascinated by the fictionality of autobiography, which goes all the way back to Robinson Crusoe, who insisted that it was he that wrote the memoirs and not Daniel Defoe. Which brings me to another favourite, my fellow northerner Jeanette Winterson, who joyfully transgresses the line between fiction and autobiography in her own work. Winterson is another admirer of Eliot, though she's equally moved by Shakespeare and Virginia Woolf. Like Coetzee, she's suspicious of realism and argues that art should be bold and experimental, and that it's language itself which has healing qualities rather than plots. So, what's the idea behind the website? Well, it's a kind of giant CV, I suppose, to showcase some of my work and published articles. But it's also intended to try and foster debate, and for that I need you. So please send me a message, get in touch and tell me about your favourite authors and poets, and we can begin to let literature do the talking.